In this video, we're going to cover a ton of shoulder stretches that help with arm lock recovery, shoulder lock prevention, and just general overall shoulder mobility. Make sure you have your belt, a yoga strap, some blocks, a plyo box, or a couch, something like that to get started. So here we go. We're going to start in a seated position. Stretch your legs out in front of you. You're going to walk your hands back behind you with your fingers pointed towards the back of the mat. You're going to inhale into your chest, and then you're going to bend your elbows towards the back of the room. And you're going to start to settle into the front of your shoulders. From there, you're going to start to point and flex your feet a little bit and just get a little bit of motion going in the shoulder. You can even make circles with your feet a little bit and just get the shoulders grooving little by little. Start working into the front, make sure you're breathing the whole time. After you start to get a bit comfortable here, walk your hands back a little bit further, flatten your hands out, and then you're going to rebend your elbows towards the back of the room once again. You'll start to feel a big, deep pinch in the front of your shoulder. Again, don't go too deep. Make sure you're breathing comfortably the whole time. From here, we're going to start to point and flex our feet, or you can make circles with your ankles, start grooving into the front of the shoulders, and bring your chin to your chest and dip into the shoulder a little bit more. And then we'll do this one more time. Walk your hands back a little bit further, crawl them back, and then slowly bend the elbow, kind of like grab the ground and pull the ground towards your butt as you start to push your shoulders forward. Breathe, we'll take 3 more breaths here. You can get your feet moving a little bit, adding more weight. 2, and 1. You're gonna walk your hands back in, little by little, and then we're gonna flip the hands the other way. So flip your fingers to face your sit bones or to face the front of the room, and then slowly start to push into the shoulder and bend your elbows back again, and then try to hug the elbows towards each other, wrapping your shoulder blades together. Once you're comfortable there, take an inhale, walk your hands back a little bit further. This is really good for your wrists too, to open up your wrists. And if your wrist is more open, your shoulder will be more open. And then rebend your elbows towards the back. They're gonna wanna wing out towards the sides. Hug them towards each other, pull the shoulder blades onto your back. Feel like your spine is being pulled through your chest, and then bend your elbows towards the back of the room. And push the ground towards the front of the mat. Take another inhale, and exhale. We'll do that one more time. Walk your hands back just a little bit further. You'll start to feel a real big stretch of the wrist here. Inhale to expand, to create space. And then we're going to exhale and we're going to move into that space little by little. Take control of the ground. Grab it with your fingertips. Pull the elbows together. And then start to press into the front of the shoulder. Just like that. When you're done, start to walk your hands in little by little. Shrug your shoulders a couple times. And then we're going to come onto our bellies next. So, coming onto your chest. Stretch your arms out into a T shape. Make sure your hands, elbows are in line with your shoulders. Now, we're going to back step. So, we're going to take our right leg, we're going to bend it, and then back step over towards your left hand. From there, walk your right hand closer to your chest. Push your chest and hips forward a bit. Make sure there's not a big crease in your waistline. So, if you're like this, if you're hanging back, just lift your hips up and push them forward a little bit. Kind of like you're doing like a hip bump. And then press your fingertips into the ground and start to roll under the front of the left arm. And make sure you're breathing. Don't force this, let the breath do the work. We'll take 3 more breaths here. 2, keep pushing with your fingertips. Try to relax back your left shoulder. And 1. From there, come back through, and we're gonna stretch the other arm out. Stretch your right arm out. Back step with your left foot, and then walk your left hand closer to your chest and start to turn to face the ceiling. If this is uncomfortable for your neck, like if you feel like your neck is being cramped, just look down, that's fine too. Push your left hand into the ground and start to roll under the back of the right arm. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. From there, come back onto your stomach. Now, bend your elbows. And we're going to bring our hands together. So interlace your fingers. Keep the elbows bent. So kind of like push your thumbs into your sacrum, into your lower back. Draw your elbows together. and we're gonna do another back step. We're gonna roll onto our left hip with our elbows bent. Now this time, pull your elbows together, push your hips forward. Again, feel like you're lengthening through the front of your body. We don't wanna be all crinkled up here as we're trying to stretch our shoulders out. Pull that shoulder blades together, and then slowly start to roll your chest to face the ceiling. Breathe into the chest, create space, expand, and then exhale, move a little further into the stretch. Breathe in again. Exhale. Again, if your neck is getting cranky, just turn your nose to face the ground. One more big breath in. Push your hips forward a little bit more. And slowly go onto your left elbow. Push off your right foot. We'll come back through center. We'll go to the other side. Back step through the left. So you see I'm drawing my elbows together here. Okay? Take a big inhale. And exhale, slowly roll onto your right elbow. Squeeze your hands together, draw the elbows a little bit closer, puff up through the chest. Roll over a little bit more, pulling the shoulder blades together, pushing your spine through your front body. Take one more inhale. And exhale. Come on to your stomach. Good. Release your hands, roll your shoulders back. Take a gentle cobra, and exhale back to child's pose. Just let your head hang a bit and push with your hands. Let your shoulders settle. Now we're going to move on to a kneeling posture. So you're going to step your right foot forward and come onto the front of your left knee. So like not too much onto the front of the kneecap, more onto the back of the kneecap, more onto the front or the front of the thigh. You're going to grab your belt or a yoga strap. You're going to bring it right up over your head. Make sure your hands are in line with your shoulders. Not too wide, not too narrow, just like train tracks. Hands in line with shoulders. You're going to start to push your shoulders down into the sockets a bit. So you start to feel your lats start to light up here. Pull your belly in, pull the bottom ribs in, and then lift your chin. And then you're going to exhale and push into the front of your left hip while pulling your biceps back a bit. And we're going to start doing little beats here. So you're going to take a big inhale, and then exhale. You're going to push into your hip and pull your shoulders back. Inhale and exhale, push. We'll do 10 more. Ready? 1, breathe out. 2, pull. 3, 4, 5. Strong hands, squeeze it. 6, 7, 8. Open your armpits. 9 and 10. Okay, from there, you're going to bend the right elbow and spin the tricep forward. You don't want your arm to be too far out to the side here. So wrap the tricep forward, try to put the shoulder blade on the back, and the left hand's going to reach behind. Now, this position where your hands are like clasped together, this classical yoga posture where your hands are clasped, it's really hard for grapplers. We can't even get a grip sometimes. So what we're going to do instead is you're going to grab the belt, the top and the bottom, take a big inhale, and you're going to try to rip the belt in half. Squeeze the muscles in your arms, and then relax a bit. And start to crawl the hands a little bit closer together. And then again, breathe, try to pull the strap apart, keep spinning the right tricep forward, and then relax. Again, pull, 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 try to rip it apart, breathe, and relax again. Just continue that until your hands start to get a little bit closer together. If your hands do meet, or they're close, ideally, you want your left hand in the center of your back, with your middle finger going right up your spine. The right hand comes up, and then down. Interlace your fingers into an S grip. And you can come back into the kneeling position. Breathe here, we'll take 5 breaths. 4, push through the front of the hip. Press your head into your arms. 3, 2, and 1. From there, release your hands, drop the belt if you've still got it, and then sit back in child's pose for a minute. And we're just gonna wave our arms a couple times, up and down, get the shoulders moving, roll them up and down a couple times. And we'll go on to the other side. Step your left foot forward, And be more onto the front of the thigh a little bit, like towards the front of the knee rather than the back. We're gonna take the belt, bring it up, and then push your shoulders down. So not like shoulders up by the ears, we want the shoulders down rather. And then take your belly and ribs and pull them in. So there's not too much of a back bend in the chest. We want to be a little bit flatter here. Take a big inhale, reach, and then exhale, push into the front of the hip and pull your biceps past your ears. Again, inhale, create space, expand, and then exhale, push into the front of the hip, squeeze your right butt cheek, pull the biceps back. One more time, inhale, and exhale. And we'll do 10 beats here. 1, push and pull. 2, 3, if you want to go deeper, look at the strap. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. From there, you're gonna drop the belt with the right hand, spin the left tricep forward, and then you're gonna take your right hand behind your back, okay? You can even manually move it with your left hand. You can grab the wrist and kind of tether it across your back and get the right hand almost into the center of your back, however high you can go without feeling intense pain. Take the strap over, take an inhale, try to rip the strap or the belt in half, squeeze the muscles in your arms, and then relax. Start to crawl your fingers a little closer together. Keep this left tricep spun forward. Don't let it wing out too much. Inhale, pull, pull, pull. Exhale, crawl your hands a little closer together. Keep the belly in tight. Inhale, pull, pull, pull. And exhale, crawl your hands a little bit closer together. We'll take 5 more breaths here. 1, 2, crawl your hands a little closer together with every exhale. 3, 4, and 5. Good. From there, release the belt. Sit back into child's pose, rub your hips out a little bit, get your arms moving, wave them a couple times, massage them up and down your back. We'll move on to the plyo box now. So I have a plyo box here, but you can also use like a big stacked up mat, or like even like your couch at home. Couches are great for stretching on, but we use the plyo box now. So from here, I'm gonna take my hands, place them on top of the plyo box, make sure my hands are in line with my shoulders, again, not too wide. I'm gonna pull my shoulder blades onto my back, so not off. I don't wanna be too rounded. I wanna pull my shoulders back, expand my chest, and then I'm gonna press my chest to the floor. Take a big inhale, and exhale, push through your chest. Keep your hands pressing onto the box. Don't let your hands get lazy. You want to really press through your hands so the muscles are engaged. So the muscles they're putting your shoulder blades on your back, and you're not just stretching your shoulder without support. Anytime we get into a situation, we want to be able to get out of it. So I'm going to press my hands into the plyo box, take a big inhale, and exhale. You can start to drop your head and look towards your toes. We'll take 5 more breaths here. 1, 2, press through your armpits. 3, shoulder blades on the back. 4, stick your butt up, so tailbone up. Press through your hands. 1 more breath. And 5. Okay, tuck your tailbone, slowly come out of this. Get a little closer to the plyo box or your couch, or what have you. You can bring your elbows right onto the plyo box. This is gonna start to stretch your lats a little bit more. So from here, I'm gonna drop my head a bit. I can press my thumbs into my backside, and then press through the front of the arm. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Again, press your elbows down into the box. Breathe. We'll take 5 more breaths. 1. You can use your thumbs even to press a little bit into your upper back and into your spine. 4. Big breaths. 3. Try to relax a little bit into the stretch. 2. Squeeze your biceps. And 1. Slowly start to come up. And we're gonna move to the other side of the plyo box next. For the next stretch, you can, if you don't have a plyo box, you can also use like a Ukemi ball, like a big exercise ball, or the arm of a couch. Arm of a couch works really nice for this as well. So I've got my mat draped off so the plyo box doesn't dig into my shoulder blades. I'm gonna sit, lay back, and I wanna get the tip of my shoulder blade right off the box. So both of the triangular bones in your back are laying right off the box here. I'm gonna take the belt, about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna pull it, take a big inhale, bring it up and over my head, watch it, and then exhale, I'm gonna try to pull my biceps past my ears again. And then from here, I'm gonna take beats, I'm gonna pull. So we'll do 10, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, keep breathing, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, to come up, pull your shoulders back onto your backside. Make sure the arms aren't like too up by your ears when you start to move your arms up. So I'm going to pull my shoulders into the sockets a bit, slowly start to raise the strap up. Cool. From there, we're going to go over to the wall. We're going to finish up by doing some shoulder stretches at the wall. Take both hands, bring them about chest height, maybe a little bit lower, wherever you're comfortable. I'm gonna walk away from the wall. I'm gonna stick my butt out and up. Again, press your hands into the wall. You want active hands here. Take a big inhale into your chest, and bend your knees a bit, and then exhale. Again, pull your shoulder blades onto your back, wrap them under your chest, and press through. And we'll take 5 breaths here. 1. Again, keep pushing your sit bones up, like you're trying to put your butt on the ceiling. 2, pull the belly in, keep active hands. 3, almost try to like drag your hands down the wall, like pull the wall down. 4, and 5. Now, push your hands into the wall to round yourself up. Walk up to the wall, extend your right arm out to the side. Shoulder height, thumb up, and press your hand into the wall. And then we're going to slowly walk away from the wall. So it's the same exact stretch we did when we were on our bellies, but now we're just standing up at the wall. So take a big inhale, and then exhale. Turn your hips away from the wall. Keep the right hand pressing. Breathe 5 breaths. 1, 2, turn a little further. 3, try to push your shoulder up against the wall. 4, and 5. Okay, from there, turn back to the wall. Now, bend your arm. Elbow in line with shoulder. From here, same thing. Push the hand into the wall. Push your chest into the wall. And start to walk away a bit. Really breathe into your pec here. You're going to start to feel this go further into your pec rather than into the front of your shoulder. We'll take 5 breaths. 1. Expansive breaths. 2. Keep pushing with the left hand. 3. Walk away from the wall a little bit more if you can. Don't tear anything. 4. And 5. Turn back into the wall. Now we're going to extend the arm up on an angle. About like 15 to 20 degrees. A little bit higher. Walk away from the wall again. You'll start to feel this enter your elbow, your bicep, even like your armpit a bit. We'll take 5 breaths here. 1. You'll feel it in your palm too. It's a strange sensation. 2. Get your shoulder blade down your back. 3. Lift a little higher, grow taller. 4. Keep pushing with the left hand. And 5. Slowly walk away from the wall. Make a couple circles with your right arm. Get the blood moving again. And then move on to the other side. Take your left arm up against the wall, thumb up, elbow and hand in line with the shoulder, and start to walk away from the wall a bit. Use your right hand to push, to rotate your chest. Breathe 5 breaths. 1. Breathe into the tight spots. 2. Try to relax a bit. Push your shoulder against the wall. 3, get a little taller, 4, and 5. Come back through center, bend your elbow, press your chest up against the wall, start to walk away from it a little bit. Breathe. 1. You're gonna start to feel this in your chest a little bit more. Keep your belly in, tailbone down. 2, 3. Press, breathe, shoulder blade down the back. 4, and 5. Turn back into the wall. Take your hand up on an angle now. Same thing. You'll start to feel this in your palm, in the front of the arm a little bit more, and into the armpit. 5 breaths, same deal. 1, 2, go slow, don't push it. 3, get a little taller. 4, and 5. Slowly turn back towards the wall. Take a couple circles with your left arm, get it moving again. Big full circles, move your arm from the shoulder blade. Good. Now, you're gonna grab 2 blocks. I'm gonna bring the blocks up the wall now. So I'm gonna start to press the blocks into the wall. I'm gonna stick my butt out. Press your hands into the blocks, bend your knees, and then start to press through your chest. Again, pull your shoulders onto your back, stick your butt out, and then if you want, you can start to slide the blocks down the wall a little bit. Pushing your hands into the blocks, pressing through your chest, drawing the shoulder blades together. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Start stretching your legs. 4, and 5. Again, now pull into the blocks to come off the wall. And then we've got one final stretch. So this last one will really help with forearm stand. Check out our forearm stand video. It's really good arm balance, but it's really hard because if you have tight shoulders and a tight chest, it won't work. So this one's a great stretch to help with forearm stand. So I'm gonna make 90-degree angles with my arms. Elbows in line with my shoulders. I'm gonna press my wrists and forearms into the wall. I'm gonna start to walk back a bit, and then I'm gonna slide my arms down a little until my chest is just about parallel with the wall. And you can bend your knees a little bit, and then try to hug your arms together like you're trying to hug a basketball in between your arms. Hug in, press the elbows, wrists, and forearms into the wall, and then push through the chest. Breathe. 1, shoulder blades are on the back. Don't round. 2, keep breathing. 3, relax a bit. Active hands. 4, stretch your legs. And 5, grab the wall, peel up off the wall a little bit. Take both arms, make big circles in one direction, and real big circles in the other direction. Full circles. Pull the left arm across, pull the right arm across, interlace your fingers, press your palms up. Now you've got brand new shoulders.